Coliseum in Manchester, New Hampshire. Welcome to the 2026 Senior Recognition Ceremony. After many years of sharing the same holy, the next phase is 25 years of sharing the senior night. Who do you recognize and congratulate the seniors? Seniors and family, we introduce and invite you to the ice photos. This Manchester class of seniors has the distinction of being the first, not only played during the post-game era.
Hello. First, we'll start with Matt Folio. Tonight, Matt is accompanied by his mother, Beth Motto, Matt has played hockey for the last 13 years. Along with varsity hockey, while at Trinity, he's also been a member of the varsity golf team and has managed the varsity boys baseball team. After graduation, Matt will be attending Manchester Community College with a focus on electrical technology. Congratulations, Matt. Next up, Luke Boucher. Tonight, Luke is accompanied by his parents, Lisa and Brent Boucher, his sister, Hannah. Luke has been playing hockey for 12 years. Along with varsity hockey, Luke has been a member of the Trinity varsity golf team and robotics team. After graduation, Luke will be attending college and majoring in commercial aviation. Next up, Colton Leroy. Tonight, Colton is accompanied by his mother, Phil, stepfather, Rich, daddy, and brother, Mike, younger brother, Anthony. Colton has played hockey for the past 13 years. Along with varsity hockey, while at Trinity, he's also been a member of the varsity golf team and varsity lacrosse team. After graduation, Colton will enter the 4th Cadets at Lawrence University. Congratulations, Colton. Next up, Andy Lewis. Tonight, Andy is accompanied by his parents, Derek and Hillary Lewis, and his older brother, Sam. Andy has been playing hockey for 12 years. After graduation this spring, he will be attending Southern New Hampshire University with a major in business. Congratulations, Andy. Next up, Bryson Lukasik. Tonight, Bryson is accompanied by his parents, Christina and Lori, older brother Brayden, and middle brother Ina. Bryson has played hockey for the past 10 years. Along with varsity hockey while at Trinity, he's also been a member of the varsity cross-country team, varsity golf team, and varsity lacrosse team. After graduation, Bryson will be attending Manchester Community College, focusing a degree in HVAC technology. Congratulations, Bryson. Next up, Brady Savoy. Tonight, Brady is accompanied by his mother, Jen, father, Phil, and sisters, Rena and Kira. Brady has played hockey for 13 years. Along with varsity hockey at Trinity, Brady is also a member of the varsity baseball team. After graduation, Brady will be attending NHIAA. He will be studying business and be a member of the baseball team. Congratulations, Brady. tonight, company manager Ollie is accompanied by his mom Sally. While attending Trinity, he has been a member of the varsity football and baseball teams. After graduation of spring, he will be attending UMass Amherst, where he will be a member of the baseball team. Next up, Connor Hurley. Tonight, Connor is accompanied by his mother DJ, father John, his older brothers Blake, Quinn, and Aiden. Connor has played hockey for the past 12 years, while attending Trinity he has also been a member of the varsity golf team and the varsity baseball team. After graduation, he will be attending Keene State College and will be a member of the Keene State baseball team. Congratulations, Connor.
Senior, number 1, Aaron Bowler. Welcome to Aaron Bowler, also known as MPTS. He was born on the NHIAA 780. In addition to being a full-year member of our hockey team, he played baseball for Florida. After graduation, Aaron began his career as a welder. Number 4, Ty Adams. Welcome to the Ty Adams. Join Tyler in the parents Brian and Stacy and his siblings Adam and JJ. Tyler is a senior at Memorial High School. Ty plans to attend the firefighter academy. In addition to being a full-year varsity hockey player, Ty also played on the Memorial Central lacrosse team. Number 7, Luke Dallas. Welcome to the Luke is a senior at Memorial High School with a 4-year member of the varsity hockey team. In addition to hockey, Luke also plays Memorial's golf team. Luke has not yet decided on what he will be doing after graduation. Number 12, Andrew McLaughlin. Welcome to the Please join me in parents Steve and his daughter Matt. Andrew is a senior at Central High School. In addition to being a 4-year member of the varsity hockey team and will play hockey for a few clubs with other Kings teammates. He also dabbled with the class for one season. After graduation, Andrew will begin a job as well as attend state school. Number 17, Maxwell Dennis. Welcome to the Assistant Captain Maxwell Dennis. Max is joined by John Hurt, Grandma Captain, and siblings Zero and Asher. Max is senior at West High School. Max joined the hockey team the sophomore year. In addition to hockey, Max plays multiple instruments. After graduation, Max can work in his family's construction business. Number 18, Tyler Benjamin. Welcome to the second Tyler Benjamin. Please join me in Tyler's parents, Chris and Mike. Tyler is a senior at Memorial High School. In addition to joining the hockey team his sophomore year, Tyler was a member of the Memorial Golf team. In the fall, Tyler will attend Paul Smith College, where he will also play hockey. Number 38, Logan Carson. He's joining the ranks by his parents, Tim and Kevin. Logan is a senior at West High School. Logan has played hockey for all 4 years in high school. After graduation, Logan has a job in the construction field. Number 35, Ken Romo. He is joining the ranks for his mom, Marianne, his brother Joey, his aunts Katie and Cindy, and his grandparents Charlie and Ken. Ken is a senior at Memorial High School. Ken joined the team his sophomore year. He also played for the Memorial Central Cross team and for the Memorial Golf team. After graduation, Ken completed the post-grad year at Christian Academy. We would like to thank all of our family and friends coming to celebrate our senior players. At this time, we would like to invite the seniors and both Trinity interested to center ice on the floor.
And welcome sports fans, welcome hockey fans. We're here at JFK Arena and Coliseum in warm, balmy, I would say, by New Hampshire standards, Manchester, New Hampshire, where we're proud at Manchester Public Television to bring you NHIAA Division I boys hockey. Meaningful game as we close out the season. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey, and Braden LaBelsic on hand. And it's Trinity on visiting ice, visiting the Manchester Kings in a crosstown game. Braden LaBelsic, you are a veteran and an alum of Trinity. It's senior night. Big time. Fun stuff, right?
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously, playing against the crosstown team is always fun, too. So a little bit more on the line tonight.
Yeah. All right, so Manchester, 6-10-1. Trinity are 14-2-1, firmly entrenched in second place in the standings as we head toward tournament time. Kyle Heavey, you've seen a lot of these kids since for club ball, and you know their families. What are your thoughts going into senior night here?
I mean, Rich, I took that first 40 seconds of this game as very monumental, as seeing 12 seniors out here at the same exact time. We probably won't get that for the rest of the game, as Trinity, with such a good record on the year, will not be playing too many of their seniors as they have to prepare for hopefully a long run into March for possibly a state championship. But for this Manchester squad, it's great to see so many friends, family, and good. Looking forward to a good game here.
Well, like we said, Trinity is firmly ensconced, entrenched. They're going to get the number 2 seed. They can't catch Concord, and BG can't catch them for second place. So they are resting. Manchester Kings, on the other hand, they're currently seeded 11th, or outside looking in a 10-seed tournament. And Braden Lebelsic, my key to the game was, okay, they got to steal this game and then do some praying, because they're behind Salem. They lost to them 5-4 last week, but they still can get in.
Yeah, obviously, I think with them losing to Spalding, Rich, on Wednesday definitely hurts their chances a lot. But obviously, if they win tonight, and if I'm pretty sure it's Bo has to beat Salem,
Yes,
right?
they
if I'm
do.
correct? Yes.
Yeah. And Bo's been struggling.
Yeah, so obviously they need 2 things to go their way, and obviously they got to pray.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We do a lot of it here at the McDonough House. All right, but here, 15 minutes on the clock for high school hockey. Got a late start because of senior night, and Al St. Louis did a bang-up job, as he always does, adding to his Guinness Book of World Records title for most national anthems ever sung. What a record there.
Yeah, we've had a special season here, getting to see the Bruins Stanley Cup, or excuse me, this Bruins anthem singer, and then obviously Al coming in clutch today for senior night. And where the energy is high in the JFK right now.
And Braden, we were able to look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Meaningful result just happened.
Yeah, obviously, Rich.
Whoa, good save by Ronzello. He's going to have to be big, as his top line mates are sitting on the bench today and watching. Go ahead, Braden.
Yeah, obviously with Londonderry upsetting the Hanover Bears, in my opinion, Rich, is definitely a big win for them. And this is their second time beating the Bears this year, so quite interesting stuff there.
That was at Delta Dental, so
yes,
it was a home game for
Delta
LHS.
Dental.
And I think the math sometimes in New Hampshire is tough. I always call it math by NASA. When I was coaching lacrosse here in New Hampshire, it drove me nuts, and we'd have to wait till Monday morning. But I think that vaults LHS, Londonderry, into the 7th seed pretty much, right?
Yes, I think so, Rich. So I think it puts them ahead of Bedford. So obviously looking forward past this game, it looks like that Trinity is going to have to play the winner of Bedford or Hanover.
And the winner, if Salem or Manchester would end up in the 10th seed and have to go to Delta Dental just up the road to play Londonderry, who are warming up down the stretch. I've seen them a couple times. And Bedford, we were talking about it, their second half of the season, they acquitted themselves well after kind of a sluggish start.
Yeah, it's called just getting hot at the right time, I would say.
There we go. Well, Bedford's always game, and here we go. But we're down to 11:40 remaining in our first period. 0-0 is kind of some players unfamiliar with each other are testing each other out right now. Both teams wearing dark on senior night, even though Manchester is the home squad. They share this ice. You were here 1,000 times growing up, right? Maybe more.
I don't know. I think I was more at the Delta Dental Arena, Rich.
Okay.
But I did play here a lot growing up.
All right. Now, one thing that's interesting, it's been frigid when we've done games here all season long. Tonight, not so much on a 52-degree day. Braden Lebelsic, does it do anything to the ice quality?
I don't know, Rich. The JFK ice is just so good here.
Okay.
In my opinion. I mean, it's obviously awesome being a broadcaster now and having it be so warm in here.
We don't have our coats on for a change, or hats. Wow, that one finds its way all the way into Cam Roberge, who's going to have to stand on his head today, even with Trinity sitting some of its seniors. He's got to be big, but he's a terrific goalie, in my opinion, and you and I are both goalies.
Yeah, like you said, Richard, this is a must-win game for Manchester, so everything's got to go on the line.
Yep. So steal this game and pray. Kyle Heavey, you've been a busy man today.
Certainly have. I mean, we had a senior night last night for Trinity.
That was fun.
Edited that game up. Then I had to go to a historical event here in the city, and now here we are again seeing history with this battle of the two inner-city teams.
All right, in this historical barn here, JFK Coliseum, born in 1964, I believe.
I think it was 1960, but
60, okay.
obviously it's had some moments here between politics, the wrestling, hockey.
Andre the Giant.
Jake the Snake, all sorts of guys in here.
Oh, boy. Hacksaw Reynolds. No, that was
Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Reynolds played for the Rams. All right, 10:15 on the clock. Still zeros on the scoreboard here. Nothing wrong with us having fun today here on senior night, but again, a lot riding this
not
game.
A good sign as number 17 from Manchester just had to come off the ice as he took a big hit.
Yeah, that's Tyler Canton, their senior defenseman captain. Whoa! Got a good look at it right there. Was Ouellette. Haven't called his name all season, even though we've done a bunch of Trinity games. Nice to see these guys getting on the ice here. All right, lifting it up and through all the way into the corner and giving chases everybody. We're going to have our first icing of the night at 9:38. And Roberge will see that drop. I believe since it emanated from the left circle, we're going to see it at the left dot, Braden.
Yeah, you're right, Rich.
Yep. Hey, once in a while I get one right. What is it, broken clock is right twice a day?
Maybe, something like that.
All right, going to the dot right there is Connor Hurley, mixing it up with the Kings, and it goes ricochets around the dasher and out. Or not quite. Nice keep in right there, courtesy of Tanner. And Tanner has it. Good tape-to-tape pass for the moment. Boylan couldn't control. Now he's got it back. Goes corner, and he's looking to create from behind the net. Harassed right there by Schmidt. And it's a takeaway for Hurley. Whoa, good little wrister right there. I believe that was Canton. Was it Canton?
I think that was McLaughlin.
McLaughlin. Can't see that far anymore. You know, when these players' jerseys get bunched up across the way, it's very difficult to catch those numbers. 9:07, here comes a drop to Ronzello's right, our camera's left. Good keep in right there by DeSisto. Oh, that one finds Roberge. And there, a ricochet out front, top side, in between the circles and putting it home, leaving no doubt. Is that Max Bellio? Yeah, it is.
Senior night with smiles here for Max as he started off the senior night festivities being the first guy out there, getting his name recognized and getting a picture with his family and getting the first goal of this game.
Well, that was Roberge. He's normally great with the rebound control. Bells, you're a goalie. That bouncing biscuit is trouble when it's right out in front.
Yeah, Roberge kind of leaves a puck right in the slot there, Rich. And like we said last night, you don't want the puck in the house, and Bolio's there in the house, and he puts it home.
Now look at the speed, trying to use the Freitas.
And Boucher gets the assist because he got that initial shot. Wow, good speed right there, courtesy of Therian. This one escapes the zone all the way back down the sheet, and we'll see a drop to our left. And I bet it's going to be to Roberge's right. 8:25 on the clock. Goal number one just scored a minute ago, and it's 1-0 Trinity in a very important game for the Manchester Kings. They got to get on their horse and take care of business, and then, as we said, do a little bit of praying that Bo finds some mojo on their senior night. All right, the Kings have it, looking to dish and escape the zone. Can't do it. Intercepted right there by DeFreitas. I believe we got to talk to his dad last night, right?
We did, yep.
Yeah, and he was a Harvard champion.
Yeah, he was.
We were in the presence of greatness last night. It was nice. He's a good guy. Certainly good family DNA as far as hockey goes. This one gets all the way to the slot and down, and the Kings control it and exit the zone at 7:54. Oh, long wrister. Saw all the way was Ronzello, and he gloves it down. 7:49, and he'll see a face as we get full changes right there.
And how's your brother been today, Braden, with Going into, I mean, obviously he's got other games to go, but were your parents kind of pushing to, like, this is an important night for him, or how was he feeling?
I'm going to be honest with you, Kyle. I only talked to him this morning, and I just say good luck tonight and make the best out of your last game.
Oh, good brother right there, letting him know.
And then he proceeds to send me a TikTok back. So, and then he
Okay.
goes, "Oh, thank you." So,
You didn't give him any noogies?
no.
No
All right.
wedgies?
All right. Well, this one skirts all the way down and around the dasher. Stuck at the half wall for the moment, carrying it away quickly is Vachon. And mugged right there by Janunzio. And we got a whistle and a stoppage at 7:15.
Glad to see him out there, honestly. He's been a great part of this Pioneer squad and has been really more up here being a scout, but to get a chance to be able to play in the season finale is a great thing to see.
Yeah, I love it. 7:10 on the clock. Here we go. 1-0. Pioneers are up early, courtesy of that nice rebound goal by Balio. All right, nice little setup for himself as Valkanis. And I've always liked the way he skates, and that one finds its way all the way to Ronzello, who's got to make another freeze at 6:55.
Bells, I can say this, he has been able to see each and every shot so far, and that's something that Manchester's got to do is try to be a little bit more patient and maybe get a screen in front of.
Got to get some traffic in front of that net right there. Ronzello's very talented.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Kyle. It almost seems like that Manchester's kind of playing catch with Ronzello so far, just putting it right in his chest.
I mean, baseball season is just around the corner, and Joseph seems like he could be a heck of a catcher the way that he's been able to catch the puck so far.
Does he play catcher?
He does not. They've had Tristan Hasselbeck was a phenomenal catcher for the Pioneers over the past few years, and they made it to the semis last year. We'll see if they can make it even further this year.
Whoa,
and,
that one almost
souvenir.
Almost a little chin music over there. But we talked about it last night. We were treated to a great, I'm guessing a terrific baseball shortstop, but also between the pipes was JoJo Drent for Hanover a couple weeks ago, who was lights out. Hand-eye off the charts, Braden.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. That was one of the better games this year that I've seen a goalie play.
Heartbreaking that they lost that one 5-4, but Trinity had a lot of comeback in the Jets right there. Nice interception courtesy of Boylan, and he gets it in front of the goal mouth, waiting in the wings. My old rule as a coach and as a player and a goalie in lacrosse, Braden, was please don't clear right in front of the cage.
Yeah, my biggest thing, Rich, is just don't pass it in front of the net.
Yeah.
Yes.
Use your
always
wings.
tough to watch someone skate in front that's maybe not the best skater as well.
Wow, that one finds its way all the way missing. Wow, waiting in the wings right there was Boylan yet again. He is ball hocking, buck hocking, and there he is. He bangs it in on the backhand ricochet, 1-1 at 6:18 remaining in our first. We are tied up, gentlemen.
We wanted a game. We're getting a game so far. 2 goals so far in this game through the first 9 minutes, and we're going to be in store for a treat here tonight on this Saturday, the last day of February.
Yeah, Braden as a goalie, get the puck to the net, and good things can happen.
Yeah, Ryan Boylan, the forward that's a junior out of Manchester. Obviously, I don't know what school he's from,
Right.
but yeah, just there for the cleanup crew and puts it home.
Hey,
Shorey's Memorial.
and he was working hard there on that sequence. And, hey, hard-earned working man's goal right there. I like it. All right, carrying it away right now is Trinity, courtesy. That's up off the puck of Meyer. Also great hockey DNA in that family. I wonder if his dad took a pass on reffing tonight. All right, here we go. Backhand, nice backhand right there by Wojcicki. And back outside, kept in just below the blue line. And Schmidt sends it skyward off the deflection. You see everybody react when it hit the glass over there. Pretty cool. 5:40 on the clock. 1-1 on the scoreboard, courtesy of that leveling goal by the Kings just a moment ago.
Well, Rich, I mean, I still have a little bit of PTSD sometimes from getting hit with a puck a couple years ago, as Bells can actually remember fondly, as certainly was a special moment to watch your Trinity players get the puck out of the zone, but he sent it up to me.
Well, at least you weren't hurt so badly that you can't remember it.
That's true.
There we go.
It's definitely the snapshots on my my computer still have hit the puck coming straight into the camera.
Yeah, Kyle, I still remember exactly who we were playing that game, too.
Well,
we were playing Nashua South.
That's some nice puck handling right there by Therian. went from left side to right side, put it on the back of his stick. Got to look at it, 4:59 as we have just ticked under the 5-minute mark, and Roberge has to make yet another save.
Full-scale line change here for the Kings, so see if they can try to stop the Pioneers from putting pressure.
All right, and Vadas wins the draw and trying to exit the zone, and doing so are the Kings. Chasing it fast right there is Sloper. He gets inside the zone. Puck is battled for it and finds its way below the goal line. Boy, cross ice, nobody home. 4:37 on the clock here in our first period at JFK. Again, meaningful game for the Kings if you're just joining us. They're 6-10-1, but kind of like Dumb and Dumber, you're saying there's a chance. And they have to have Salem lose at Bow, and they have to take care of business and get a W here. All right, Trinity lifts the puck and out of its zone. Going back to get it and corral it is Ty Adams. And now the Kings try to enter the zone. They do so, but the counterpart number 4 back there is DeFreitas, and he corrals that puck, and the Pios are able to exit.
And it will not be an icing as a Kings player touched it, so.
And Ouellette was all over it. Teams playing keep away for the moment as we hit the 4-minute mark. One's on the scoreboard here at JFK.
Oh, you could see Max was wanting an apple there.
Yeah, looking for the centering effort, but it deflected. Wow, that one goes right over the top of Ronzello's crease and out over to the dasher board. Ricochets, goes through the zone. That one's lifted up into the netting behind 3:42, and we'll see a drop to Roberge's left.
Oh, a little salsa music going on here. This is going to be getting the energy here going.
Well, don't we have Playa Bowls as one of the sponsors?
We do, that's
there we
true.
Go. How fitting. All right, this one kept in by Trinity just under the blue line. Able to poke it free right there. Nice job by Braden Lebelzik. Got to meet him
Bryson.
last night. Excuse me, Braden. I'm so used
Braden's
to calling
days are
his-
done.
My broadcast brother, Braden. Excuse me, Bryson. I met him last night. Nice kid. And again, Braden, thanks to your family for setting us up with all the good food.
Yeah, I texted them last night and told them that you guys were very appreciative of the food. And they were like,
Yeah.
oh, of course.
My
So,
scale was not this morning. All right, here we go. Drop at the dot. Connor Hurley wins the draw, and it's at the bottom of the slot. Trouble. That one gets blocked in front. Nice job there holding ground is Tyler Canton. That one goes up into the netting. We'll have another drop at the dot, this time to Roberge's left. 3:23 on the clock. Nice lift up and out. That's going to knuckle its way in. No icing, of course, as it dies. As that, yeah, Braden, you said the ice here is good, solid ice, but it is getting chipped up in the neutral zone right there.
yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously, with no ice going after warm-ups either, that definitely doesn't help it.
Good point. Again, it's senior night here, and both squads well represented. And I love, I coach for years, the class. Classy, honor both sets of seniors. It's very special for both families, especially since they both share this barn for home games.
Yeah, they set this up quite early in the year to have the Kings be the home team, as they had a little bit more seniors than the Trinity squad did, but still combined 16 altogether.
Well, that NHIAA conclave to discuss the scheduling, incredibly complex, and then all the scoring and the quality points and rating. Very difficult. Props to all the ADs and the administrators for setting things up. It is not an easy task.
Yeah.
All right, 2:30 on the clock. This one trickles free and rolls across the goal mouth and out, and now into the Kings' offensive zone. And here comes Cade Tripp finally getting onto the ice right there. Tripp family are friends of ours. Kyle Heavey.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if Steve's here. I know that Mac's been busy taking a lot of photographs lately, too.
There we go. Good lacrosse player and a good hockey player. Couldn't get the freeze, and that one goes in. And guess who is there?
As we get some extracurriculars here,
Wow,
fellas.
ouch. Boy, that was Bolio getting his goal number 2. And that comes at the 2:09 mark remaining in our first frame, and then dropped to the ice brutally.
And we'll see if Cade gets some penalty minutes in this, as he kind of ran into him after the fact.
He was de-twigged, and we'll see. Yeah, they want to mix it up a bit. And Bolio's got his second, and the senior captain having himself a night, as his photograph is on the, what is it, the west wall over there.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to get Cade Tripp in the box here, fellas.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know what the call will be. A late hit, or I mean, this is going to be. But yeah, the west wall certainly full of Trinity, just like we saw on the east side with the Manchester. So great job to the sign makers for these great signs, as they really do showcase a lot of seniors. And now it seems like the Coach Cannell wants to say, relax.
Yeah.
Do not try to retaliate. Do not get yourself into the penalty box. Play hockey, not boxing.
All right, it is a 2-minute minor, to Tripp. Yeah, it's a cross check. Hey, Bells, is there any issue, is there any legality, as it were, since it was a dead puck or after the whistle, after the goal-scoring foul?
Ooh, that's a good word there, Rich. Legality.
Yeah, well, I'm a lawyer.
That's kind of all I heard out of that sentence there.
I'm a recovered lawyer, thank heaven. Oh, boy, what a lifted wrister right there. Nice job by Maher right there. But in lacrosse, it carries a certain extra bit of discipline if it's a dead ball foul. If it's a dead puck penalty, is it just
Yeah, I would say it's kind of the same thing in lacrosse, Rich. I think that obviously that his teammates are going to stick up for him, so
Yeah,
I definitely
sure.
keep on the lookout for that.
Okay. So interestingly, in lacrosse, if it's a dead ball foul like that, a post goal, there's no face-off. The team's automatically awarded possession,
Yes,
so it's a double whammy.
I did know that, Rich.
There we go. Hey, once in a while I get one right. Okay, buck 16 in the period, 1:05 left in that penalty, and the power play. Oh boy, having a big fan at it yet again is the
Max
ever-present
is going for his hat
Bolio.
trick.
Yeah, he wants a hattie in the first period. That'd be special on senior night.
1 minute remaining, and we'll see if he can do it here.
48 on the penalty. Well, a nice little lift right into the crease area. Couldn't get a little screen on it or a tip, but great effort right there. Smart play by Trinity, courtesy of Connor Hurley. Uh-oh, bouncing puck in front of the crease. Always trouble for any goalie at any level, but this one skirts and goes corner at the 32-second mark, and finally able to lift it out. Good job getting home, and is Nasura. And Nasura, we've seen him all season. He's a good, hard skater and kind of one of those guys. He's always around the puck, Braden.
Yeah, he's obviously got blazing speed too, Rich, so that's something to keep an eye out for.
And he's a physical kid as well. Ooh, having a great look at it right there. Wow, Schmidt. And that one ricochets up and out. And Schmidt, he was kind of looking at the puck like there was something wrong with the puck. Didn't go in. 11.4 ticks. And only 2 seconds left in that penalty to Tripp, who's sitting on the edge of the door waiting to get sprung. All right, here comes the drop at the 10-second mark.
Hit the referee.
Yeah, part of the ice. Just ask Lamar Jackson. Part of the field, or the ice, no matter what. And that ticks us out. Busy first frame, fellas. Kyle Heavey, your thoughts on senior night? Lots of excitement.
Obviously 3 goals in the first period. It's only a 1-goal game, and Max Bolio looking to get his first star here. But the Kings, obviously, they know what they have to do, and Coach Baker will make sure that they start doing the things better.
Well, have you been in that locker room, Bells? What is Baker sending message to his fellas? What do you think?
They got to keep their foot on the gas here. Obviously only a 1-goal game, so it's really anybody's game at this point. Like you said, they got to steal this game from the Pioneers.
All right, you heard it from the goalie himself. All right, they're going to put 12 minutes as a break on the board. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey, and Braden Lebelsic here at JFK, bringing you NHIAA Division I hockey on our final night of the regular season for Manchester Public Television. Take a break and we'll see you on the backside, folks. Hey, welcome back everybody to JFK Memorial Coliseum in Manchester, New Hampshire. Manchester Public Television bringing you the D1 NHIAA hockey. Kyle Heavey, Braden Lebelsic, I'm Rich McDonough bringing you the action. It's 2-1 after one. Trinity, quote-unquote, visiting the Kings. The Kings won, our outside looking in. Braden Lebelsic, that was a busy first period. The shot count was 7-5 in favor of Trinity. What's the angle coming in if you're Manchester?
I think if you're Manchester, you kind of got to set the tone early here, Rich.
And setting the tone, getting down to the ice. Kyle Heavey, you were down on ice. Could you read the room down there? How's everybody feeling?
Let's just say Coach Baker had a few choice words, basically saying your season's on the line, you're going to play like that, you got to do better, skate better. And we'll see if they answer to what he had to say as another souvenir, as my goodness, nearly broke the glass. Oh, good arm right there. She sent that right back on the ice. And we're excited to see what will happen here with pucks being flown every which way. As we got a lot of information about all the seniors at intermission, so that'll be kind of fun for you, Rich, and each one of us to be able to kind of give the rundown of what we heard during the senior night and how some of them are going to be firefighters or some of them are going to be electricians. There's a lot of different jobs that are going on.
Hey, Aaron Bowden out there for the Kings, he's going to be a welder. And I got to tell you, that's one thing I wanted. It's on my bucket list. More power to you, pal. All right, fresh 15 on the clock, fresh sheet of ice, courtesy of the Zamboni driver, advertising that Playa Bowls thing that we talked about. I wouldn't be opposed if they put some more salsa music on here.
We'll see what happens here. It's kind of certainly fun. And also Gensel out here as the goalie for the Pioneers, so we'll not see Runzello for the rest of the way unless a lot of goals are given up.
Yeah, well, we've seen him play well this season, and he paddles that one away as it knuckled in. 13:50 on the clock in the second. And, yeah, the Kings got some work to do because their season isn't over. They've got to hack their way into a win tonight and then ask for some help from the Bow Falcons as they have their senior night playing a pretty gritty Salem team. Bells, I don't know if you've seen them this year. I did.
They were just here on Thursday.
They're up and down, but they're tough.
Yeah, they obviously got a lot of youth in that team too, Rich. But, yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see who wins that game, the Blue Devils or the Falcons.
And they got a first-year coach after the legendary run for Salem out there. All right, here we go. Pio set sail, looking to set up and camp out. And we got a delayed penalty. The goalie goes to the bench, and they got 6-on-5 for the moment. And they just want to keep it in, keep possession, and kind of wear the legs out. Nice little cross-ice pass. Will it stand? No, it does not, but everybody's going to tag up, and pulling it out smartly was O'Connor, and it goes all the way down to the ice. Braden Lebelsic, not only does this wear people out, but right now they're just chewing a lot of time.
Yeah, they are, Rich. Obviously trying to set up this power play. Not even, honestly, a 6-on-5, not even a power play, rather.
Yeah.
But, yeah, obviously that was a great job there by the Pioneers to kill almost a minute, it feels like.
Yep, and it just shortens the game and gets you closer to heading home with a win. All right, 12:29, and we'll have a 2-minute penalty. It looks like high stick. Was it a high stick or hook?
I didn't see it as I was looking at who was going in.
It's going to be a high stick here, Rich.
Okay, thanks. My eyes did not deceive me this time, though they frequently do. And again, that's going to be on
K-Trip
again. Yeah, it's his second of the night.
So Trinity, see what they can do. They're 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Is that lone penalty on Cade in the first, Rich?
Yeah,
so
and that was right at the end of the first frame. I think there were about 9 seconds between the game clock and the penalty clock. But here, the Kings are going to have to go back on the PK and get some business done.
One thing that benefits the Kings, I would think, Bells, you could probably know better, is new sheet of ice. It's going to slide a lot faster.
Yeah, I would say so, Kyle. It's obviously to get the puck. It's easier to get the puck out of their zone too. But here come the Pioneers moving the puck.
And you saw that blazing speed by Nasura getting back there. Just chew up 10 seconds. It's valuable. This one ricochets off the dasher, back down, able to swat it down the ice. Nice job by McLaughlin right there. He goes by Drew, correct?
I'm not too sure, Rich.
Bouncing puck right there. That almost got to the tape of Sloper, who was waiting there. But now it's a 2-on-2. And Trinity able to put the brakes on. Nice cross-ice pass there, and somebody got a twig on it right there, and it bounces free. And back down the ice we go. 40 seconds left on the penalty to Tripp. Will he be relieved yet again and saved? The Kings look like they're pretty game. Good job with the forecheck right there by Vachon.
Yeah, we're going to get some new skaters out here for sure, or some skaters that haven't played as much throughout the rest of the season on the Pioneers, so this will be fun to see who is getting to get some playing time and can they make something happen.
And Bellio looking for his Hattie again. He had the puck, dangerous lift shot, gloved away right there by Roberge, who has to paddle that one away and back to the corner. Good rebound control right there as we have 3-2, and that one rings iron. I tell you what, Bellio is looking like a scoring machine tonight on his senior night. Last game in the barn. No, not in the barn. No, because they're going to have a home game. Correct, yeah.
They'll have one next Saturday at the rate things are going, and unfortunately I will not be able to do that game as I will be attending the Bruins versus the Washington Capitals there, Rich, next Saturday at 12:30 start. So if it's a late game, I might be able to do it, but want to see Ovi one last time. If Lord knows, we don't know how much time he's got left on skates. So
well, he's on track to hit 40 goals again this year. Not bad for a fossil. But he had a good long rest while they didn't play in the Olympics. Caps fan right here, bred in Maryland, bread and buttered, as they say in Ireland. Should be fun. But so you'll leave a camera for me and Bells, and we can do the game.
We'll see what we can do. I certainly don't know if Bells is ready for commentating and filming.
Oh, he's the best.
Oh, filming, I can commentate. Filming might be tough.
Well, I'll go solo if I have to. That anytime Trinity takes the ice, we want to be there. But got to do the Bruins, of course. All right, 9:40 on the clock. This one screams down the ice all the way into the corner where we're going to have an icing and go back the other way at 9:39 in front of Roberge.
Yeah, some other players that we want to give some love to. Andy Lewis, who's he played hockey for 12 years. After graduation this spring, he'll be attending Southern New Hampshire University with a major in business. So he might be running some of the business stuff for the welders and everything else that's going on the team.
I like it. And with the puck right now, that's Ty Adams, who's a senior. He plays lacrosse for Memorial Central. And he's going to go to the Firefighter Academy. Well done, young man.
That's a job that will not be going to AI anytime soon for sure.
Let's hope not. All right, with the puck, turning it around right there is Boylan. That one ricochets all the way around the backside, and the only one home to collect that one is Ouellette. Backhander was a little weak, and this one flips up, and there's a lucky fan down below.
I know we got a young boy down there. Is he gonna? Oh, the puck going back on the ice.
The kid was looking for the puck, and he chucked it back in. Oh well, that's life. 9:01 on the clock, and we'll have a drop outside at the center, so that if we never have another one, that'll be 4 tonight at the center dot.
That's insane.
8:58 on the clock here in the second.
Pucks are jumping for sure.
And I see Braden Levelzik's mom's coming up, but she doesn't have pizza. What's going on?
Oh, I'll fill you in with that, Rich, after this intermission, as we got surprises for you.
There we go. All right, 8:45. We're coming back down the ice. All right, and going to the dot right there for the Kings. It's McLaughlin lining it up against Therian. Ooh, nice little shot right there, and a quick look by Vadas. And that one goes off the pads of Gantner, who makes another nice save. He's been busy since he came in, Bells.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. I mean, obviously doing his job so far.
Well, that's the name of the game. You got to have 2 goalies to have a good practice. You got to have 2 goalies to get down the stretch and go deep in the playoffs, even though Runzello, high quality. That's why he got, I think, honorable mention All-State last year as a sophomore.
Yep, that's correct, Rich. Yep.
Pretty impressive. And I think he was the only non-senior, unless it was LaRiviere as a junior. Yeah, he was All-State. That's a good player right there for Concord.
Looks like Bryson trying to make some offensive moves here and chuck that puck through the neutral zone and just got it kind of tipped off his stick. But
as his brother and his mom are up in the booth, he's got to make some plays. And this one goes 5-hole and does it squirt through? Yeah, Roberge couldn't handle that one. He was screened out in front.
It's Bird this time. That's the goalie for the
Are we sure
Kings.
about that, Kyle? I think that's Roberge still in net.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. And the goal scorer.
My apologies, guys.
That's all right. That's why we have slow-mo, high-definition replay here. And the goal scorer right there was O'Connor. He was able to lift that one through. Great screen out there, Bells. And that's just a hellish thing if you're a goalie. I don't care what sport you're in.
Yeah, that was obviously a great screen. He kind of fooled me there, Rich. I didn't even see the goal go past Roberge there. So, yeah, that was a great screen.
And the puck gets thrown up on into the coaches. So, obviously, the friends are celebrating. I see Ollie Service banging. And, that's a big goal right there.
And that looms large. Yeah, it's the worst lead in hockey, a 2-goal lead. But Trinity has a lot of momentum, and Manchester's going to have to do a lot of work to close this out, or to close the gap. But, Bells, veteran hockey player, one at a time, right? One play at a time.
Yeah, one play at a time. It's just like the fabulous Doc Hudson said, take it one turn at a time. So,
Atta boy. All right, the 2-goal scorer, Bellio, has it in the corner, ricochets it around and out, kept in by Colton LaRoe. Again, another senior I've liked his game as we've seen them a couple years in a row, Kyle. Wow, and LaRoe dishes out some lumber right there, and Vachon was hitting the deck hard. 7-11, folks, not the store. It's what's left in this frame. Fast skating and poked away right there by Gantner all the way to the corner, and a hard hit from behind by Lewis.
oh, that's going to be a call here, Rich. I think it's going to be a call for cross-check.
Arm went straight up. Yep. Good eye, Braden.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be assessed to Luis, number 29, the senior.
And I just gave him love about his going to school for business. And he was trying to give the business right
He's
there.
giving him the business, that old football call.
Yeah, it's not a good business decision right there for Lewis.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, first power play for the Kings, and this could not come at a better time than right now.
Well, they got to make something out of this opportunity. 5-on-4 for the moment. Missing hard on that was Ty Adams, the aforementioned firefighter aspirant right there. Wow, that one goes all the way squeezed together by those pillows. And Gantner has himself another save. What does that look like from just under the blue line, Bells, when you're in the cage?
I think obviously just you got to cover that up. Squeeze it just like you say.
And just survive to the next frame.
Yep,
there we go. All right, 6:41, 1:38 remaining on that penalty. And it is 3-1. The Kings down 2, got to make something out of this one.
Quite it.
Adams keeps that one in top side.
That was a great job getting that puck in the zone, but it went so far around the glass that it came out. Not used to seeing that too often.
And time ticking away here, 6:10 coming up, 1:10 remaining on that penalty. The Kings unable to set up shop right here with the good checking from the Pios. That trying to go backside, good pick off right there by Schmidt, and good keeping by the Kings right there top side from Boylan. And here comes Schmidt again, working hard on this sequence. Wow, and he is de-twigged and de-skated right there. And we're gonna have a delayed penalty, and Gantner goes to the bench as the puck gets whistled down. 45 seconds remaining on that penalty to Lewis. So we'll see how they sort this out. Yeah, it was that Adams getting the penalty? Yeah, it was Adams.
A tough knee on knee and getting called for the tripping. Thankfully, doesn't seem like any injuries, but now we'll have a fun 4-on-4.
4-on-4 for 45 seconds. Puck goes all the way down into the backside zone here in front of our camera, manned by Kyle Heavey right there. 30 seconds remaining, after which, if it lapses there, we're going to have a significant power play opportunity for the Pioneers. And the Pioneers doing a good job. You got lots of open ice here, and there goes. Just slip it on in, and there's a paddle save by Gantner right there. 14 left. And what do you have conjured up for this drop here, Braden, if you're the coach?
Ooh, of which team here, Rich?
Well, it's got to be Manchester right here. You got 4-on-4, a little bit more open ice, and you only got, even strength for 14 seconds. You got to do something with it.
I think the goal here is just to keep the puck in the Pioneer zone for as long as you can here. Obviously, with the penalty kill ending, so.
Yeah, recognizing you're going to have to kill some clock. Wow, the hard skating and successful day for Max Bellio continues. He's got 2 goals. He had the first 2 goals, and that one goes up into the net. 4 seconds remaining on that penalty to Lewis. 1:20 remaining on the penalty to Adams. So I'm not as good at math as I used to be when I was bartending, but that'd be a $1.16 of a power play.
You are correct on
How
that.
about that? I can subtract 4 from 20. All right. And the penalty has been sprung. 1:10. Here we go. Pioneers collect it back in their own zone. This one squirts loose, picked up by Dentes right there. He goes corner. Nobody helping him right there, but it does get to the half wall and out. And Gennis has to tag up. Can't be there. And that one was aiming for the forehead of Boucher.
I don't think Brady was meaning to do that, but he was just trying to find some open ice and hopefully a teammate could get to it. And King's doing a good job keeping the pressure on the Pios.
Kind of a listless power play right here, Braden.
As a puck slides through.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, really shocking here, Rich, that the Pioneers haven't really been able to set up this power play at all.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Shorthanded attempt right there. Almost making it through was Will Sloper. And a little bit of introductions being made post whistle. 3:56 on the second period. Only 10 seconds remaining on the power play here for the Pioneers, and they've not been able to set up shop. Pretty good job on the forecheck, and then in between the Blues, right, Braden?
Yeah, Manchester definitely making it hard on the Pioneers.
Well, even if you can't get a conversion on your own power play, at least keep them out and live to fight. All right, here we go with the drop to our left. Lift Valkanis. It was blocked in tight, and here come the Pios as that penalty is now released. We're going to be 5-on-5 for probably the duration, barring a penalty here in our second period. 3-1 for Trinity as they lose the puck at the bottom of the slot. Nice little 5-hole maneuver right there by the speedy Vachon, who's having himself a good skating game. Back to Valkanis, and this one goes all the way, ricochets around the board and opposite corner. All right, with some speed was O'Connor. Good job on the check right there by Boylan, who's had a pretty good skating game of his own. Kings got to get some momentum, even if you don't get a goal here. Have some good looks as we close this period out and try to take that positivity into the locker room and set yourself up for the third period.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Rich.
Get some looks and you feel better about your prospects. And again, 2-goal lead is
the most dangerous lead in hockey.
There we go.
What a job right there, keeping it in the zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Big effort right there by Boylan. Adams back to Boylan, working the kind of 2-man game. Mired in the corner right here. We get to see all the action up close and personal, as they used to say on the wide world of sports. Nice block right there. Good job staying home by Maher. He's got the puck. He's got speed. He's got a chance, and he gets lifted from behind. Puck goes back to the back dasher, and out come the Kings.
Send the puck in and change things up.
I'll tell you what, Tyler Canton's a leader. He was voicing his displeasure, and a big collision far side as we tick under 2 minutes left here in our second, and the Trinity Pioneers continue to lead 3-1. And again, Trinity firmly in the number 2 seed for the 10-team tournament as we head into postseason and March tomorrow. I can't believe it's going to be March, fellas.
With it being 50 degrees today, certainly was kind of nice, but we're going to be back to 1 to 3 inches of snow and 22 degrees for a high on Monday. So,
well,
I cannot wait.
Big hit from behind right there by Therian. And we got a whistle at 122. Yeah, it's supposed to be cold tomorrow after a spring-like day. I got to do St. Anselm lacrosse. Their home opener. They're number 3 in the nation, the men's team are right now. They're welcoming Frostburg up from Maryland, my old stomping grounds. Should be an exciting game. Always physical, Frostburg are. And I coached a couple kids on St. A's, so it's special for me.
There you go.
There we go.
Rich, I will, if depending obviously tonight's game, but I will be working game 3 of the first round for the St. A's women's hockey team against Sacred Heart tomorrow. So obviously hoping for a win tonight, but kind of not really hoping for a win tonight, so I can work tomorrow.
Well, it's all local for us here, and there was an exciting game for St. A's men's hockey. It went into double OT. Have you got any updates, or do we?
No, I actually have
tied
not.
Tied at 2, was it not?
It was 2-2 in double overtime.
All right. Well, I've called some men's hockey at St. A's this season, and
as it is still 2-2 in triple overtime right now, fellas.
Wow. So they're playing 2 games.
Pretty much.
Incredible. All right, 104 here at JFK. Manchester trailing the Pioneers 3-1, and they've got to win to stay in it. And they've got to get some help, but first things first, you got to take care of business here at JFK. What's the earliest you could pull the goalie if you're down 2 goals, Braden? Wow, that one finds its way into Roberge, who has to make a ricochet save off his glove. If let's say we're looking at the third period, we're tied, or it's 3-1. What's the earliest? 6-7 minutes? We've got nothing to lose.
I mean, obviously, depending on if there is a power play or not, I would say more so around like 2 minutes, Rich. In my opinion, maybe 2:30.
Even if you're down 2?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. You're the veteran goaltender here, and 35 seconds left. All right, so we're trying to set the table for you, folks, for the third period. All right, here come the Kings. Had a 2-on-1 developing. Tripp has it on his tape right now, and he couldn't get under. Nice little lift check right there, courtesy of Darian, who's had himself a good game wearing number 15 in blue. Ooh, centering pass misses the tape of Schmidt, and he looked up at the rafters. Come on, well, how did I miss that one? All right, and here comes Canton. He gets goal mouth. Wow, that one hits a boot, I think, and up and over. 1 second, 2 seconds left. Here we go. Busy, furious finish right there, and the fellas have gotten chippy as we exit the second frame, Braden.
Yeah, definitely some extracurriculars going on after that stop there by Gantner.
All right, your Coach Baker, Kyle Heavey, what are you telling your fellas? You've known him longer than we have. It's not insurmountable, but you got to do some work.
It will not be fun for the boys in black in that locker room. He's going to let them know that you gave up another goal. You're now down 2. It's time to put up or shut up right now.
You got nothing to lose. It's time to empty the tank, as we say. Okay, for Manchester Public Television, we're going to take a break between periods. Kyle Heavey is here. Braden Lebelsic is here. Rich McDonough along for the ride, and we'll see you in 11 minutes now. And thanks for being with us. And welcome back to JFK in Manchester, NHIAA Boys Division I Hockey. We are here for Manchester Public Television. We have a 3-1 game. The quote-unquote visiting Pioneers are up on the Kings. The Kings have a chance at getting into the playoffs. Rich McDonough on play-by-play with my buddy, my broadcasting brothers, Kyle Heavey and Braden Lebelsic, the goalie from Trinity. And busy, exciting second period, even if you're the Kings, but you got a mission, Braden Lebelsic.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously, like we said before, I think we've said this about 5 times now, but you got to steal this game and pray.
Yep. Rosary beads are in prime circulation right now. Kyle Heavey, you were down wearing yourself out at rink level. What's the story down there?
I was holding babies and everything here,
Wow.
Rich. So I had Jesus, Lego Jesus holding, and I was doing everything I could for Manchester to try to keep things going. And now it's going to be a matter of can Manchester, shot on net from a distance. I mean, hey, maybe one of those squirts through and you just have a 1-goal game. So anything that they can do to get back in this game is what they're going to do.
I have not heard of Lego Jesus, but, nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah, he said hallelujah.
Yeah, Rich, Kyle was actually holding my cousin, Brimley. So.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody begins with a B.
Yeah, it's
there
true.
we go. All right, fresh 15. We're already through a minute and 20 seconds here, so we're down to 13:40. 3-1, worst lead in hockey. Kings got to do something with it. You don't want to rush, but you got to work quickly. All right, and working quickly is Sloper. He's a fast skater, but right on the skates of the 2-goal scoring Max Ballio. He had the Pio's first 2 goals. He's hunting Hattie tonight on senior night.
Yeah, I talked to his girlfriend, and she's rooting for him to be able to get this last one, but at the same time, they just want to see the boys get one more victory in the regular season.
There we go. Kyle Heavey holding babies, getting free food, getting invited to sports bars by the families. When are you running for mayor?
Give it some time.
Holy cow. All right, and into the game is Aaron Bowden now, relieving Roberge. What's the deal right there, Bells? I mean, Roberge is a talented goalkeeper, and here comes Bowden in.
I don't know, Rich, actually, if I'm being honest. Maybe it's just because they're both seniors. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking as
Yeah.
well.
I don't know. I just okay. I coach forever, and Roberge is so strong in the cage, and you got to give your team, your best shot. And I haven't seen Bowden, so I don't know a whole lot about him. Do you, Bells?
I've seen him play here and there.
Okay.
I mean, I got to see him a little bit in the BG game that was here a few weeks ago.
Okay.
He didn't look terrible, but that was unfortunately a game where Roberge ended up getting pulled, so he kind of came in for relief.
Gotcha.
I believe he played a game in the Brian C. Stone hockey tournament as well. So he's been on the team for a couple years. It's just, you know how it is. It's tough when Steve Young and Joe Montana, Steve Young had to give his time, and unfortunately with both being seniors. And obviously, Bells, you would know better with you and Hepler.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I was a kid when Joe Theismann was waiting in the wings behind Billy Kilmer and Sonny Jurgensen. I'm dating myself right there for Washington. And obviously Joe T won a Super Bowl for the Skins back then. Wow, that one just misses the cage, and fighting hard for it in tight is Wojciechowski. And he's now on the back check as steaming up the ice goes Nasura. We're accustomed to him skating lights out right there. Golfing it into the corner was McLaughlin, who gives chase, but he's 1-on-4 right now. Odds are long.
Now Trinity having long passes across the ice, just killing some time. And why not, right? You're down to 11 minutes to go and you 2-goal lead.
Everything can go slowly if you're wearing blue. Excuse me, folks. I'm in the middle of 6 games in 5 days. I will drink a bucket of tea tonight. Kyle Heavey will be ready for
Tuesday.
Doubleheader on Tuesday in basketball. That's going to be a fun day. All right, everybody just playing keep away. That goes in off the blocker and chest protector of Gantner, who came in to relieve Ronzello early on.
I'm very intrigued, Rich. I mean, the shots are 14-10 in favor of Trinity. If the Kings will put up a few more shots here as they dump the puck. They've dumped the puck in the zone, and it's been on net a few times. Those count as shots on goals.
Yeah, Bell's unusual. 7-5 in each frame right there to make it 14-10 on the shot total.
Yeah, it kind of just goes to show you how much this game has been evenly matched, obviously with the scoreboard being 3-1, but looks like it's similar types of play here, Rich.
Ooh, that one hit the side of the net.
Outside of the net, yeah, it looks good, too.
Pretty good swipe at it by Gentis right there. Nothing doing. And this one, it finally exits the zone. You got a 3-on-3.
Oh, going to be offsides, and Kings are able to take advantage of that.
Now you got a 3-on-2 for the moment, but a pretty good poke check right there by the fast skating Boucher. Close that gap in a heartbeat. And we are under 10. Time to go to work if you're wearing gray. This one finds its way all the way into the pads of Bowden. He sticks it aside. Long little try for a stretch pass right there. Gentis can't handle it, and it exits the zone yet again.
Yeah, Boucher is looking to get into commercial aviation, so he's going to keep things fast here as he appreciates his senior night and had his family out here with sister Hannah, parents Lisa and Brent. So
awesome. Oh, boy, that one finds its way. That sounded like blocker to me there, Bells. You're goalie. You know these things better than I do.
Yeah, it looked like that Gantner kind of stuck out his blocker there, Rich. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
As Kyle, I'm kind of waiting here. What day is it today?
Oh,
I've been
I actually was went through it all with my nephew earlier today, so I was I'm kind of wondering if you guys were going to want these or not today. I figured this is a senior night. Maybe I don't give it as much, but if you're ready for it, then I will give it during the next icing or break here.
All right. Kings win the draw, and there's Drew McLaughlin. Hey, he's going to trade school. A lot of fellas are going into the trades here, which I loved as a longtime coach. I had a bunch of guys go to the Toyota and NCC program for automotive school, and they're killing it right now. And just great kids. Wow, that one, little centering pass off the tape of Boylan, and finally having to squeeze it right there in traffic was Gantner. 8:29 on the clock, 3-1 it remains.
Well, Rich, I can tell you this. I'm glad that none of them said that they want to do this job. It's International Sword Swallowers Day.
Sword Swallowers Day?
That is correct. The biggest day of the year. It's their Sword Swallowers Day.
Sword.
And
spoken like a true pirate.
And it's actually Repetitive Strain Injury Awareness Day, and obviously hockey is repetitive in a lot of ways with skating, so hopefully so far everyone seems to be skating and doing healthy things, but we still obviously have 8 minutes to go.
Repetitive Strain Injury Awareness Day, the dreaded RSIAD.
It's
that's a hard acronym to create.
And another puck out of the rink here, so that's number 5.
Been more pucks in the audience than on the ice.
International Tongue Twister Contest Day as well, and Sally sells seashells by the seashore at the skate rink, I guess, whatever it might be. But
what was that old game, the board game with the pink cards? You remember that one? It's a tongue twister game.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Pass out. That's what it was.
Pass out. Yeah.
There we go. We'll talk about that offline. All right, 7:50 on the clock here in the third. The Kings continue to trail by 2 as the puck went deep, and that's going to cost them more time as they got to get up ice. And the ferocious checking by the Pioneers are just drawing things out as we get closer to the bus. Braden.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously, I think just trying to dump and chase at this point. Kind of like what Concord was doing last night.
Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. That was well played by Coach Billings right there to just kind of harvest that game, if you will. Good job right there. And the Tide, we're going to go to the playoffs. Bishop Brady, Trinity, Falcons, they're going to be top 4 seed no matter what. All right, 7-10 here. 2 seed. Trinity Pioneers, they're just entrenched. They can't be caught, but they can't catch Concord. And setting sail right there is your brother, Bryson Lebelsic. And it's in the zone and looking off the tape right there. Good job right there by Schmidt, who's played a good game. But this one is blocked outside, and down come the Kings at his counterpart, 26, Warren. Precious few minutes left, 6:45. This one enters the Trinity zone, and Sloper gets there first. Got to do something now. You got to put it into next gear, and there's a guy who's capable of, oh, holy cow. Valkanis looking to center it from behind, and it's got to get the freeze and the squeeze, courtesy of Gantner. 6:29 on the clock.
Yeah, there's a lot of fans here today, and it's National Public Sleeping Day, and thankfully no one's asleep here at the JFK for today's game, as it's obviously still with 6:29 remaining, and people are staying awake for this one as they want to see who will pull out this victory. So you asked for it, Bells, you're getting it. So
what's going on here? We're going to have Ronzello's on the ice. Is it a senior moment here? Or am I having a senior moment?
No, I'm just as baffled as you are.
Well, I'll tell you, after all this trivia, Bells, if we were ever on Jeopardy, Kyle Heavey set us up well.
Yeah, hopefully that there's a National Day category for Kyle.
Well, time will tell when National Kyle Day will be, but hopefully it's not the same as National Vegan Lipstick Day. So we'll see what happens here.
Is that a thing?
That is a thing. So, again, as we were trying to gauge what is going on here.
Bells, as a Pioneer hockey player and goalie, what's your read on this room right now?
I honestly have no clue what is going on here, Rich.
And the goalies are headed toward the gate, or they're just talking to some family members. It's interesting. And we're having a powwow down below with the refs.
Yeah, as the Manchester goalies are taking pictures over here, it looks like.
Well, maybe it's senior night. Our refs are Andrew Vanieri and Dana Lavoie. And everybody's getting some applause, so.
Oh, we got an
Was it an
injury here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we couldn't see. He was swarmed right there. I can't get the read on the number.
29
Yeah,
here.
that's Andrew Lewis, senior. That's tough, boy. He looked like he needs some repairs right there. You hate to see that, especially on senior night. No matter what, a kid's a kid. We're rooting for you, buddy.
Andrew's done a great job with this team for all 4 years, and we'll see. Obviously, the energy of the place has changed drastically as everyone starts to get back to the
they were
action.
They were all wedged up against the boxes here, but I do like what they did, Bells. It's a classy move. Everybody got to visit with each other, check in. It is senior night, and yeah, they got some informal pictures, but give the kid a breather. Whoa, this one, bottom of the slot right there, unable to convert that. Kind of ricocheted off the tape of the closing Will Sloper, and now he's back in the neutral zone looking to create. And here comes the other Bells. Number 3 with some speed, looking to wrap, nothing doing, gets it top side. That one ricochets off the boot. There were 2 Pioneers waiting at the bottom of the slot right there, including O'Brien, who's on the ice, a first-year player, as we drift below the 6-minute mark, and the Trinity Pioneers continue to lead 3-1. Bells with a little lift right there. That squirts loose, gets up against the dasher, but it stays in the zone for the moment. And glove down smartly right there by Schmidt. Again, Schmidt, number 26 out there right in front of the camera, has had himself a pretty darn good game tonight, I'd say. Whoa! That one finds its way all the way into Bowden, who's got to clamp it, smother it, and at 5:30 he's going to see a drop. And it's starting to look pretty grim if you're wearing gray right now, Bells.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. It kind of feels like there's not really like one-sided momentum kind of shifting here. It just kind of feels like it's neutral. Like not one team is really taking over this third period.
Yeah, it's a little sleepy from, I don't know what else to call it right now. But that's Trinity, kind of just freezing the action and getting out. Probably a wise tactic right there. All right.
I want to give some credit, too, to these younger players on Trinity. They've really made this a game.
Great job, says a lot about Coach Cannell's coaching. And Bells, was he one of those guys likes to get younger players involved so he gets deep as we get toward March?
Yes, I think Cannell is definitely a big believer in that.
Yep, and it's paying off. They missed out narrowly last year, but we kind of thought when we got to we got to look at a couple things that they had some mojo coming in on paper anyway, and they put it all together this year. Well done. All right, 4:40 on the clock, 3-1 on the scoreboard. Trinity looking to go 15-2-1. And again, they are in second seed. We will wait to see how things shake out. I just texted the BG athletic director to see how BG fared tonight. Haven't heard back.
And we got a King heading to the box here.
Yep.
Well, Rich, since we're on the topic of obviously trying to find out scores, I just got word back from my boss, Nick Pernick of St. A's, and the St. Anselm Hawks men's team won in triple overtime over St. Mike's tonight.
So that would be a 3-2 count, and Nick is our boss. So, yeah, he's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
We like Nick a lot. Well, congrats to the Hawks right there. That's a big win. So what now, Brady?
So it looks like that they're going to have to play Wednesday. I obviously don't know the score of the Assumption and Post game, but I'm assuming Post is going to – or not Post, excuse me. Assumption is going to win that game with how good they've been this season.
Yeah, the Greyhounds are tough.
So St. A's will have to travel to Assumption and possibly play for the NE10 championship.
Well, tough place to play out in Worcester right there, and they're always a gritty physical club, no matter the sport. I think you and I understand that one. That one gets all the way into Bowden, who's got to squeeze it up again at 4:26. And the penalty, the 2-minute minor, went to, it looked like Nasura, the fast skating Nasura. Too much physicality right there. And the ref, that was ref Veneri had to call that one, no doubt. All right, so he'll serve 2. There's a $1.40 remaining on that one as Trinity, they're in no rush. They can just kill some time at the back end. They don't have to go set up shop or anything. If they can kill 2 minutes here, even if they don't get a look at the cage, we're down too critical time and possible goalie pull time. All right, good interception right there by Canton. He gets it out of the zone, so everybody's got to tag up. $1:15 left on that penalty, 3:45 on the game clock. 2-goal deficit for the fellas in gray.
The thing is, for Trinity, they're on the power play, but they really haven't gone into the zone until now.
Yeah, there's no hurry. They're content to just chew clock and back it out, and that's what O'Connor does and just golfs it back in. Time is thy friend if you're wearing blue right now. Nice little backhanded look and dish right there. Can't find Wojcicki. And that one closes out, rings around. Whoa!
Oh!
Look at the tip. Look at the tip. I think that was kind of an own tip right there. So whoever threw that puck in is going to get credit for it, and it went off Ty Adams' stick.
It looks like it's going to be the freshman, Grayson Tanner.
Yeah, I think you're
scoring
right.
For the Pioneers.
Well, that's nice for him. Number 21 gets his first. But, boy, Ty Adams was beside himself, almost grieving as we go to 4-1. And I'd say the bus is well started, Bryson.
And the puck gets
I
brought
called you
up
Bryson.
again.
I called your brother Braden. I just called you Bryson because I was looking at the roster. Sorry, buddy.
You're good, you're good.
All right. If you say so. Your mom won't give me any more pizza.
Yeah,
Probably-
maybe not.
Probably an upside to
Not
that.
after that. Yeah.
All right, that one golfed in quickly right there by Sloper. And you kind of have to push the panic button now if you're Manchester.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see Bodwin coming out of the pipes here soon.
They're not even looking at him, so I think they've kind of thrown in the towel as this one squirts out of the zone. All right, that one just rolls off the tape of Valconis right there. 2:30 on the clock, 4-1 on the scoreboard after that crazy. But that's why you throw the puck out front, Bells, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Obviously, when the puck is in that house zone, anything can happen with the puck.
All right, Eau Claire,
a little
that
too
nice
fast on the whistle there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
as the Kings really had a great chance.
Yeah, Eau Claire, freshman, who's an impact type of guy that Jeremy Baker was looking for. He's in the game. He almost had himself some net right there. And I think you're right, Kyle. That was a little bit quick on that whistle. Didn't give him that second look, and he was frustrated. I was watching his body language going to the bench. All right, we're drifting down toward the 2-minute mark, 4-1. Pioneers up and in control.
I mean, even for me, Rich, you don't like when the officials kind of affect the game. And I understand that they're trying it for safety, and it's about their ability to see the puck. But it's so tough when they make the wrong calls. And obviously, we see that baseball is having a very interesting effect of that over the past week of baseball.
If you say so.
Oh, you can challenge the umpire's calls on balls and strikes, and it's not going in the umpire's favor very well.
Maybe they need a recovered litigation specialist up in courtesy of yours truly.
Who are you going to call? Rich McDonough.
No way, baby.
Oh.
I gave that up for good reason. Hard to the deck goes Ouellette. This one finds its way all the way into Gantner's paddle, and he's got to squeeze it up with 125.
Well, again, we got to give a lot of love to all these seniors from both teams.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
You have all the seniors on the list here for Manchester. I got Andy Lewis, Bryson LaBelzic, Brady Soroy, Ollie Service, Max Bolio, and Luke Boucher, Colton Leroy, and obviously the captain and Connor Hurley for the Trinity.
I got to see Ollie Service play football. Holy cow. Got a good look at it right there. Back to Gantner's glove, and back to the dot we go. He was a terrific quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great, phenomenal athlete. And obviously, he's committed to UMass Amherst for baseball.
That's terrific. His brother was an excellent quarterback as well. My son was on the interstate all-star team with Jack Service, that is. I think he's down at St. Peter's in the Philadelphia area right now. That one squirts across the goal mouth, and Gantner's got to make yet another save, and he watches it drift away. And there we go, ring and iron, Tyler Canton. He makes it 4-1 with a buck left. What do you do, Bells?
I don't know, Rich. It might be a little too late here for my liking.
Well, that gives us an opportunity to say shout out to our seniors here for the Kings. Aaron Bowden, we talked about him, Ty Adams, Luke Vadas, Andrew McLaughlin, Max Valkanis, who's had himself a good skating night. He always does. Tyler Canton just got himself that goal right there. Logan Parson and Cam Roberge, terrific goalie, and yielded to Aaron Bowden, who's in between the pipes to finish out this game. 4-2, 1 minute left, and there's no sign that Bowden's going to come to the bench. Especially with Trinity winning draws like that. That one goes off a boot and up at, about the 8th puck outside?
Yeah, it was thrown right back, Rich.
What are we, at the Green Monster?
I guess so.
Yankee Stadium as well. They don't like to have their opponents' base home runs come their way.
All right, back to the dot. 54 seconds left on the clock here at JFK. Pioneers will go in looking hot at the 2 seed in their quest to knock off Concord, the defending champs. 35 remaining, folks, and it stays in the zone. Trinity just looking to kill it and get on out. This one finds its way all the way into Bowden, and he's got to squeeze it up with 31 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Bird is doing a great job here in net in this third period, not letting anything in. Still 31 seconds to go, but love to see what Aaron can do when he gets his opportunities.
Agreed. So with this loss, that'll put Salem into the 10th position, and they're probably, it looks like from our Lebelzik math, they're going to have to play Londonderry. Oh boy, that one finds its way close in. 17 ticks on the clock. Wouldn't that have been something if that had found back of the net? Then I think you face off without a goalie right there. Take any shot you can. But here we come up on 5-4, 3-2-1. And as we wind this out, congratulations again to all the seniors, both squads. The parents did classy work today. And, kind of festive atmosphere. Bells, you've been part of that. It's nice.
Yeah, Rich, obviously it was very fun with the regular season, but now it's time for the playoffs, which gets me even more excited to watch these boys in the playoffs.
Without a doubt, and hopefully we'll get to cover Trinity as they look to get to championship weekend. And that'll be up to Kyle Heavey and Jason Cody back in the front office, but that would be fun. Kyle, you've seen a lot of these kids play hockey, meaningful on senior night. What are your thoughts as we head toward the playoffs?
I mean, you're seeing it on your screen right now, seeing the Kings get one last group hug together as it's their last time putting on these jerseys, putting on these skates as Kings. And, props to the Pioneers for giving them a moment to be able to enjoy that. They've played with these guys through mites and stuff like that. It's not like they're not familiar with each other, but it's certainly, a tough thing where you say, sorry, buddies, we beat you, come to our playoff games.
Well, as a longtime NHIAA coach myself, folks, go to the NHIAA website, wait till Monday morning about 10, 11 o'clock, and Math by NASA will determine the seedings. Check out the girls standing as well. It's going to be interesting who gets seated where. And this is a fun time of year. For me, lacrosse is starting up, hockey's and basketball finishing up, and Bells, we're going to be busy in the next week or two.
Yeah, I would say so, Rich. Obviously with us both working at St. A's, and hopefully obviously with us staying here for a majority of 2 weeks.
Be fun. All right, Kyle Heavey.
Yeah,
you get to take us home, my man.
Well, we got to give her 3 stars of the game. It's going to be a tough one right here. I think Max Bolio deserves to have the first star. It's going to be up to 2 and 3 here to decide what we'll do. As certainly you can see all the pictures being taken there. It's their last time being able to hang out with each other on the ice as opponents. And, boy, I'm going to let you guys decide on 2 and 3.
And I did, before we do that, I did get word BG beat Exeter 4-2 to finish out its season there. They got hot down the stretch. That's going to be fun to watch. All right, so 2 and 3. What do you think, Bells?
Ooh, 2 and 3. I don't know, Rich. What are you thinking?
Kyle, who'd you give?
I gave Max the first star.
Oh, of course, yeah. He had the 2 goals. I got to say I'm partial to goal. I'm going to give the 3rd star to Gantner, coming off the bench cold.
Okay.
That's hard. You know that, Bells.
Yeah.
And he made a bunch of good saves, and he took them home.
Yeah, and then maybe I might give the 2nd star to Ryan Boylan of Manchester. Looks like that he had the only unassisted goal for Manchester.
And he was all over the ice, too.
Yeah, and I feel like we don't usually call his name a lot either.
Well, that's a good night for him. Sad to see they won't be continuing. but that's why we play the game. All right, Kyle, you're taking us out, my brother.
For Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, for Rich McDonough and Braden LeBelzik, my name is Kyle Levy. This has been a presentation of Manchester Public Television. Again, the final score from the last game of the regular season, it's the Trinity Pioneers 4 and the Manchester Kings 2. Thank you so much for watching during the regular season. Stay tuned for more as we go into the playoffs. Thank you all very, very much. We'll see you again soon.